In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, we begin with His praise, we seek His guidance, and we ask Him to soften our hearts and keep us steadfast upon the path of truth. My beloved brothers and sisters, today I want to remind you of something that touches each and every one of us in our lives, something that makes us question, something that makes us wonder, and something that sometimes even shakes us. It is the question of why Allah allows us to meet certain people in our lives. Why is it that we cross paths with people who hurt us, betray us, or disappoint us? Why is it that we sometimes give our hearts, our trust, our loyalty to people who only end up breaking it? Why do we encounter the wrong people before we are granted the right ones? When we reflect on life, we realize that every person who walks into our lives is placed there by the decree of Allah Almighty. Not a single meeting, not a single word, not a single connection happens outside His knowledge and His wisdom. Allah is the one who creates, who plans, who allows, and who withholds. So when we meet someone who later turns out to be harmful, we should not think that it was a mistake in the divine plan. It was never a mistake. It was always meant to be part of our journey. You see, the heart is like a vessel, and for it to reach its ultimate destination, Allah Himself, it has to go through experiences that refine it, polish it, and teach it. Sometimes the wrong people come into our lives so that we learn how to value the right ones. Sometimes we are broken so that we discover the one who mends. Sometimes we are deceived so that we realize the only one who never deceives is Allah. And sometimes the wrong people come into our lives to teach us lessons that no book, no lecture, and no advice could have ever taught us. My brothers and sisters, do not think that your tears were wasted. Do not imagine that your pain was for nothing. Do not for a moment believe that the nights you spent questioning why someone came into your life were useless. Every tear that rolled down your cheek was recorded by the angels. Every moment of patience you displayed was elevated in rank. Every time you chose to bear something for the sake of Allah, it was rewarded in ways you cannot even comprehend. Life is a school, and Allah is the best of teachers. In this school, the wrong people are like difficult subjects. They test you, they frustrate you, and sometimes they even make you want to give up. But when you endure, when you learn, and when you pass through those tests, you come out stronger, wiser, and more connected to Allah. Think about how many times you thought someone was your entire world only for Allah to remove them from your life. At that moment, you felt shattered. You thought you could not continue. You thought your life was over. Yet here you are listening today, breathing, surviving, even thriving. What does that show you? It shows you that Allah was always with you, even when people were not. It shows you that Allah sustained you, even when others abandoned you. It shows you that Allah was preparing you, even when you thought you were breaking. Sometimes Allah allows the wrong people into your life so that you can stop relying on people altogether. He wants to show you the reality of human beings, that they are weak, that they make mistakes, that they let you down, not because He wants you to despair, but because He wants you to attach yourself fully to Him. He wants you to say, "Oh Allah, I trust no one more than I trust you. I depend on no one more than I depend on you. I seek from no one more than I seek from you." The wrong people are often a veil, and when Allah removes them, you see clearly. You see who truly cares for you, see who truly values you, and above all, you see that Allah has always cared for you. He has always valued you. He has always been there for you, even when you forgot Him. When Allah takes someone out of your life, it is not because He wants to hurt you. It is because He knows that you deserve better, even when you do not realize it yourself. It is because He knows that your heart has more potential, your soul has more strength, and your life has a greater purpose than what you thought. So He removes the distractions, He removes the trials in human form, and He redirects you towards Him. This is why, my beloved brothers and sisters, we must never curse our past. We must never regret meeting the wrong people. Yes, they caused us pain, but they also taught us resilience. Yes, they broke our hearts, but they also guided us to the true healer. Yes, they walked away, but in their walking away, we found Allah walking closer to us. And what could be greater than that? My beloved brothers and sisters, there will come moments in your life when you will sit in silence and wonder why certain people crossed your path. You will remember the laughter, the trust, the time you gave, only to realize that it all ended in silence. At that moment, you might feel empty. You might feel like the very walls of your heart have been stripped away. You might even feel like you have been abandoned in this world. But never forget, the one who never abandons is Allah. When you are left alone, Allah is with you. When you are betrayed, Allah is loyal to you. When you are forgotten, Allah remembers you. This is not just a statement, it is the deepest truth of existence. We are not here to seek perfection in people, we are here to find perfection in our connection with Allah. People will enter and leave, but Allah remains, always, forever the same. Every heartbreak you experience is not meant to destroy you, but to redirect you. Every disappointment is not meant to lower you, but to raise you. Every wrong person you meet is a signpost on the road, showing you what to avoid, guiding you back to the one who is always right. Sometimes Allah allows us to feel pain so that we no longer confuse temporary attachments with eternal love. He allows us to be hurt so that we know the sweetness of healing. He allows us to lose so that we learn the value of gain. And He allows us to meet the wrong people first so that when the right ones come, whether friends, companions, or spouses, we recognize them, we value them, and we treat them with the sincerity they deserve. There is wisdom behind every tear. There is meaning behind every sleepless night. There is purpose behind every person who enters your life, even the wrong ones. When you look back after years, you will see the pieces come together. You will realize that the one who hurt you was actually the reason you fell down in sujood, crying before Allah. You will realize that the one who abandoned you was actually the reason you turned to the one who never abandons. You will realize that the wrong people were never wrong for your story. They were right for your growth. So when your heart aches, do not despair. When you feel broken, do not lose hope. Remind yourself that Allah is closer to you in your pain than you can imagine. He is closer to you than your jugular vein. He knows the secrets you hide, the thoughts you suppress, the cries you cannot even voice. He knows when your heart trembles, when your soul feels heavy, when your chest tightens, and He responds not always by removing the wrong people immediately, but sometimes by giving you strength to endure, wisdom to see clearly, and patience to rise above. Never curse the people who wronged you. Never waste your energy in anger and bitterness. Instead, thank Allah for the lesson. Thank Him for protecting you from worse. Thank Him for showing you the reality of hearts that are not sincere. Thank Him for reminding you that true loyalty and true love can only come from Him. Your past is not a chain to hold you down. It is a key to unlock your future. Do not be ashamed of the scars people left on you. Those scars are signs that you lived, that you endured, that you survived. They are signs that Allah carried you through what you thought would destroy you. And those scars, instead of being marks of weakness, are badges of strength. My brothers and sisters, remember this. The wrong people do not define you. They do not determine your worth. They do not decide your destiny. Allah does. And Allah has already written for you every meeting, every goodbye, every heartbreak, every healing. Nothing is random. Nothing is meaningless. Nothing is wasted. Sometimes you might think, why did Allah not protect me from meeting them in the first place? But if you look deeper, you will realize He did protect you. He protected you by letting them go. He protected you by exposing their reality. He protected you by not letting them harm you more than they did. And He protected you by drawing you closer to Him through that very pain. So instead of asking, why did I meet them? Begin to ask, what did Allah want me to learn from them? That question will transform your perspective. It will turn your pain into wisdom. It will turn your tears into prayers. It will turn your loneliness into a journey back to Allah. Life is short, and we cannot afford to waste it chasing the love of people who do not value us, holding on to hands that are not meant to hold us, or searching for comfort in places that were never meant to comfort us. Place your heart in the hands of Allah, and He will place the right people in your life at the right time. Trust His timing, for His timing is never wrong. So the next time you think of those who walked away, do not feel sadness. Smile with gratitude. They were chapters, not your entire story. They were steps, not your destination. And if Allah allowed you to meet them, it was only because He wanted to lead you closer to Him. My beloved brothers and sisters, there is something powerful you need to remind yourself of. Life is not about collecting people, it is about collecting lessons. It is not about how many stayed, it is about how many experiences brought you closer to Allah. Sometimes we measure our lives by who is still with us, by who still speaks to us, by who still cares for us. But in reality, the true measure is how much we grew, how much we learned, and how much we found Allah when others were absent. Every wrong person who came into your life left behind a message, even if they did not know it themselves. That message was written by Allah, and it was written for you. It was meant to strengthen you, to awaken you, and to guide you. When you read that message with the eyes of faith, you stop feeling bitterness and you start feeling gratitude, because even the pain becomes a gift, even the loss becomes a blessing, even the heartbreak becomes a doorway to Allah. When you look back at your life, you will notice something. Some of the people you thought you could never live without are no longer in your life, yet you are still breathing, still walking, still smiling. That is proof that Allah sustained you, not them. That is proof that your survival was not tied to their presence, but to Allah's mercy. And that is proof that you will continue to survive as long as Allah is with you. The human heart is fragile, but it is also resilient. It bends, it cracks, it even bleeds. But with the remembrance of Allah, it heals. With every wrong person who leaves, Allah places within your heart a seed of strength, a reminder that you do not belong to people, you belong to Him. And that realization is more powerful than any relationship, any attachment, any friendship. Sometimes we cry because we feel abandoned, but in truth, Allah removes people from us because He does not want us to be distracted. He wants us to focus on our journey, to fulfill our purpose, to walk the path He created for us. And He knows that some people, no matter how much we love them, will only weigh us down. So He takes them away. And though our hearts ache at first, we later realize that the burden has been lifted. My brothers and sisters, remember that the wrong people were not punishment. They were purification. They were not curses, they were lessons, they were not endings, they were beginnings. And though it hurts, that hurt has shaped you into someone wiser, someone more cautious, someone closer to Allah. That alone is worth every tear. Do not think that Allah does not hear your pain. Do not imagine that He is unaware of your struggles. Every time you whispered in the darkness, He heard you. Every time you held back your tears in public but cried in private, He saw you. Every time you said, "Oh Allah, I can't bear this anymore," He carried you through it. And if He carried you through before, He will carry you through again. Sometimes when the wrong people leave, you feel an emptiness. That emptiness is not a curse, it is space. And Allah leaves that space empty so that He Himself can fill it. He removes people so that He can enter your heart more fully. He removes attachments so that you can finally feel the sweetness of attaching to Him. He removes the noise so that you can finally hear His words in the Quran with clarity. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not too damaged for love. You are not too scarred for healing. You are simply being prepared. Your soul is being polished. Your heart is being shaped, and your faith is being strengthened. What you lost in people, you will find multiplied in your connection with Allah. So, my beloved brothers and sisters, be patient with your story. Trust the author of your life. Trust the one who knows every detail, every twist, every turn. He knows why you met them. He knows why they left. And He knows what is coming next. And what is coming next will always be better as long as you hold on to Him. Let go of resentment. Let go of anger. Let go of bitterness. These emotions only chain you to your past. Instead, release them and say, "Oh Allah, I thank You even for what hurt me. I thank You for what You took away, just as I thank You for what You gave. I trust You, O Allah, with my heart, with my soul, with my future." The wrong people were never a mistake. They were a step towards the right ones, a step towards the right path, a step towards the right destination. And that destination, my brothers and sisters, is always Allah.